are funny things. Sometimes they show us our smiles, other times they remind us of our deepest insecurities. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I wish I looked different? Maybe your hair wasn't doing what you wanted, or your face didn't look like the people you see online. Maybe you've stood there, turning this way and that, trying to find an angle that you actually liked. I have. Let me share a short story. One afternoon, my mom and I were getting ready to head out. Had put on this particular dress that had a belt at the waist. I stood there in front of the mirror frozen. I refused to tie it. To me, pulling that belt meant highlighting a part of my body I was painfully conscious of. For a very long time, I did not really like what I saw in the mirror. I didn't see a girl. I saw all the nuts. Not tall enough, not smart enough, not pretty enough. I wasn't just looking at a reflection. I was seeing a list of not yet and never wills. My mom watched me shrug for a moment and asked why I couldn't tie the dress. I snapped. I began listing every complaint, every flaw, every reason I wasn't good enough. When I finished, she asked me a very simple but incredibly painful question. If your best friend were to talk about herself the way you talk about yourself, would you still be her friend? That hit me really hard because I said things to myself I would never say to anyone else. Then it occurred to me that I had never actually met myself. Meeting myself meant knowing the version of me shaped my insecurities and negative self talk. I'm still evolving, but I now understand myself with more clarity and intention. That's when I began learning what self love means. Not pride or arrogance, but kindness to yourself. Self love isn't about thinking that you're perfect, it's about accepting that you're not, and that's okay. It's celebrating small wins, forgiving mistakes, and giving yourself grace. I have a little ritual now. I write positive notes to myself and I stick them on my mirror. Things like you're good enough or you're growing. Initially, it felt very silly, but slowly I began believing them. Now, when I look in a mirror, I just don't see who I look like. I see who I'm becoming. I see my journey, not just my reflection. I would like to leave you with a challenge today. You deserve your own love as much as anyone else does. Be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself like someone you love. Because when you stop trying to fix the person in the mirror and start loving who you really are, the world will begin to see your light too. Thank you.